video. As you can see, this time we are in an LNER liveried HST, which is quite exciting, and we're also in the timetable mode, but we're using sort of the free roam timetable thingy. I'll show you once we get somewhere along. But yeah, here it is. Brilliant livery from the Curators Club of 40 through 305, and all the Mark IIIs sort of have the waves on them, which look awesome. So yeah, we're going to be taking this down to Peterborough. We're not under sort of any head code in the game, as it's sort of a free roam one. But yeah, we're all good to go. I've set the destination for, I think it was platform 2 at Peterborough. So all the way down to here. So that's what I've set the destination for. So yeah, cool. But let's get this all set up. And yeah, once we get to the end, I'll actually show you how to do this. As I didn't know myself until someone told me how to sort of use the free roam ability. Well, let's get the doors open here. Start getting some passengers on. So today, I think then we're all good. Get that up as well. Can we actually do it now? Can we click on the train? Oh, you can. There we go. Look. So yeah, if you click on the train, well, you spawn it in by pressing left on the D-pad. So if I get up, pop out, and then press left on the D-pad, you can spawn new train. And then once you've spawned it in, you then go onto the map, click on it, and you can see it says add path. So then you can add sort of destination, add go via. So quite a cool little things you can do on here. And this is in timetable mode. This is sort of a live situation. It's not scenario planner. It's the real deal. Right, that will do. Let's get that shut. And then we shall get going. I'm going to turn up the audio a bit now as we're safely inside the cab. Set to forward. There you got a green there. Let's go. Yeah, I really do like the ability, the way we can actually do this. It sort of means scenario planner. I don't need to use it anymore for cool things like this. I can simply go into timetable mode, wait for there to be a little gap, spawn a train in, and well, just do it as like this. So we've time travelled back to 2019. I think that when these did sadly get taken off the East Coast Mainline. Doesn't feel that long ago. Just going to turn down the game a little bit more, just so it's not in yellow the whole time. There you go, so it's quite noisy this. Lovely. Do a little bit more. Hopefully it doesn't become too quiet for you guys. See, it's quite a loud thing, the HST, so don't want it deafening you if you're wearing headphones. There we go then. I believe we are running via the fast line. We should. We did have a little F on it, didn't it? I guess probably means fast. Oh, what was that? That made a funny sound there. It's almost like it overheated or sort of did something, even though we're not in power. Don't know. Right. Let's get that up. And let's get going. Let's get out of here. So this is the MTU HST, whereas on the previous HST video it was the VP185. Yeah, doing rail tours, so just basically anything is just so much easier now. Yeah, you don't need to use scenario planner. Well, for some things you want to do, you might want to use scenario planner. But yeah, for doing like rail tour sort of like services, just find a gap in the timetable, spawn a train in, and off you go. That is as easy as that now. It's fantastic what free roam is. I mean, I didn't even think you could do it in the timetable. So when I sort of saw that, I was like, oh wow, brilliant. So it's cool to see what you can do. Well, that train has the green bits waiting there. Lovely. roaring our way south. Just hope that audio is all good. I'm quickly gonna go back to the previous HST video and see how it was on there. Oh dear. Well, hopefully you can hear everything alright. I mean, my game audio seems to be just about touching the yellow, but mostly in the green. So, and my mic is sort of within the same level, so hopefully, yeah, hopefully it's alright. That does feel weird. It feels, and it feels really peculiar, the fact we are in timetable mode, yet we've sort of spawned in a random train. It's peculiar, but it is rather cool. Can we do it for like other trains? Can we just like click on them and then set their waypoints? You can? I can remove that train completely from the timetable. Can I? Let's have a look. That train there, I don't like it. What can we do with it? I can remove it. It is quite cool what you can do. I mean, if you wanted to, you could go down there if you wanted to until I suppose the map runs out. And I wonder if this worked. No, it probably would. I think it does. I think it does work on the older routes as well. East Coast Way, I'm coming for you. Do a London Victoria to Eastbourne service. The ones which are just completely missing from the timetable. Yeah, it does make for some cool things we can do. I mean, any ideas, feel free to let me know. I suppose what we could do for something like West Somerset Railway, that's had the HST on it recently. Basically, just cut a whole timetable service out by removing it and just plonk the HST in its place. Yeah, there we go. This nice autumnal afternoon, I think this is now in the game. So I think we were just behind the 11:55 service. So we might follow, well, we might chase yellows at some point. But I think that only stopped at Grantham on Newark Northgate. So hopefully it will be out of our way. So we'll just run non-stop all the way down to Peterborough. So probably about 55 minutes as well with the HST, not as speedy as the Azuma. Why there's invisible trees or see-through trees, and the frame rate as well. I mean, it's not too bad, but the way it just drops sort of all of a sudden for not really much reason. Of course, it won't be too far until the 110 section. There's the warning for the 110. So we're on 105 at the moment. Neutral section, they don't apply to us. We're better than that. So we shall put that to coast. We'll get a flight. Let's get a flyby shot. How could we not? And this livery is on the Creators Club. There probably is one for the VP 185 as well. But this is for the Great Western. Because I think the LNER ones were MTU variants of the HST. Nice. Cool. Still 110. That would have been perfect. I should have worn actually recently got like a red blazer. Like like a shirt, proper smart. Whenever you look at the HST drivers, or at least whenever I saw a HST, which wasn't many times, or at least some images, they always look so really smart, sort of super almost. But yeah, sadly not much of a sight now. I think the only places HSTs now run is in the West Country as little short sets, and in Scotland, where I don't think they get up to 125. I think they're limited to 100, aren't they? So no, nowhere now it runs at 125. Or does the Midland Pullman? Can the Midland Pullman run at 125? Or is that some sort of special service? Can it not? Because they get limited. Let me get the speed back up now. Cool. So travelling around, I think it's about 75, almost 80 miles on this trip, our little trek south. Yeah, what cool things have you guys been able to do on TSW4? What have you done? What carnage have you caused? I can tell someone's probably spawned in like a whole freight train or something in front of like a running train. Definitely been some collisions which have been made. What crazy things have been done. It's quite funny when you actually first go into free roam on the timetable mode, it says be aware sort of crazy things could happen. As you could break the game. So you've got to be careful of what you do in free roam. Oh, hang on, that's the Edinburgh sign, isn't it? Edinburgh 250 miles, and on that side, Edinburgh 250 miles. You think maybe on this side it would have London, or maybe there is a London one somewhere, which would be, I think, from here, what, about 140 miles ish. Oh yeah, I think from Doncaster to King's Cross it would be, what, about 2 hours? About 50 minutes on here, then sort of another 50 minutes to an hour on the ECML South. Maybe one day we'll be able to do that, a full run from Doncaster to King's Cross. I wonder if any services are non-stop all the way from sort of Doncaster, or maybe even all the way from York to King's Cross. That would be cool. Right, it shouldn't be too far to Retford. I can't imagine it's too far. Yeah, because we had sort of that growing house back there where you get close to it and it grows. Maybe when we see the 50 warning board, that's when we can think about slowing down. Well, actually, it only comes down to 120, and we're doing 120 at the moment, so it doesn't make too much of a difference. But yeah, this must be Retford coming up now. Did I miss the 50 warning board? Probably. No, did we? Well, no, we probably did, yeah, because here's Retford here. Yeah, well, there's the 50 board. So it's there will be 120. There's the 120 warning board. It's going to be a very quick flyby shot. Good times. There's the 120, and I think it then goes down to 115, and then back up to 125. And what's everyone's favourite train been to drive on this route? Are you more of an IET person? Do you like driving the 158 or the 60? I know, would you, even the Flying Scotsman, is that your favourite to drive on here? another Azuma. It's a little 5-coach set. Yeah, little Diddy 5-coach. I don't like the little Diddy 5-coach one. I like doing the 9-coach one, or even the 10-coach one, where it's the 2 5s together. Something we haven't done yet is actually run the Azuma on diesel power. Probably should have done that by now, but it's not really a big thing. And that 115 will be relative. Oh, there it is, just there. There's the 115. Lovely. So this train would be down to London for about 1:30ish, in time for lunch. I mean, it's quite impressive though when you think. I mean, at least impressive for UK wise. 80 miles in what 45 minutes. I mean, for the UK, that sounds quick. Probably not as quick as European places, but still. Okay, so what are you doing? Smudging already wants to go out. Literally just let her in as when we start recording this. I wonder what happens actually once we do get to Peterborough. Does it? What does it do? Does it sort of despawn the train, or does it stay? I don't know. Cool. Try and get a screenshot when that next Azuma goes past. The Azuma and the HST together. Where the speed goes back up. No, not just yet. I think it is still 115. No, yeah, but it still is 150. Remember I did this before, I was like, oh, there's the 125 board. I was thinking, surely it's 125, and then we saw the board. And there's the board. Get that back up. I don't think we've actually hit 125 yet. We've hit 120. Yeah, I don't think we've hit 125. So let's try and hit 125. 115 still. Won't be too far to Newark. Well, still a bit of a way, but getting there quite quickly. Yeah, alright. Acknowledge that. And what was that, 125? Almost 124 at the moment. And I'd say about now, yeah, there we go, 125 miles an hour. Finally. So yeah, not as quick at accelerating as the RET. But we've done it. Gonna fly by shot. And yeah, you've got sort of that wavy livery on it as well. Next, what was your favourite livery on the HST on the East Coast? Yeah, from sort of all the way back to, well, the last ones, which I suppose were the LNER ones. I quite like the East Coast one. Simple, but I don't know actually. I don't know. What's your favourite livery on the HST. No, GNER. That's nice. And Grand Central, sort of those darker colours of the orange. We have got Cat Ace on the desk at the moment. Ready to cause trouble, I'd imagine. Going down there, go on. Go on, not on the desk. She's like, nah, I'm staying up here. Go on. Go on, there's a nice comfy chair. No, you're gonna sit on the desk. Oh no. No. So I said, but we can't ever have just a smooth recording. There's always something. Oh, there's a Scotsman. I think that's actually the first time we've seen it in service mode. And quite funnily, when we're doing a free roam sort of service. No. That way. Not over the keyboards, because cats and keyboards, not a good combination. Knocking things over. Right there, yes. Sit there. There we go. Sort of right in front of the speedometer. I can still sit just about, so that's fine. That will do. Another train coming up. Yeah, that's Mazuma, I think. Yes, we'll try and get a shot of this actually. I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna do that because it's a bit risky when you do it the other way around, because it can sadly crash the game. So if we do that, yeah, perfect. It's just gone past. There you go. That looks quite good actually. No, come on, Case, off. No, go on. She's like, no, she's clicking buttons now on the mouse. Probably like end the recording somehow. Yeah, that's alright actually. Let's go for that. Put the saturation up a bit, because why not? Do a bit of that. And yeah, so we go for that, I think. Cool. I'm back in. There's the screenshot. That will do. That's Great Western. And I think the Great Western, is it the Great Western HST or the 160? Is actually still in the game. You can spawn it in free roam. At least that's what someone said on the Discord. They were like, haha, I can spawn this in. Would have been quite cool seeing Great Western Express's first Great Western. Would have been a bit nicer than GWR. National Radio Network. No, not that way. Go on. No, down there. She's like, no, I'm going that way. No, not over the keyboard. She moved the brakes. No, don't do the brakes. Actually on top of the PC now. There, yes, go there. See, I doubt any train drivers have to deal with this in real life. A cat trying to go on the desk and press buttons. There you go, she's settling down now. Right, not too far to Newark, and speed will come down to 100. Which will be relatively soon, so let's start bringing that down. There we go. As we approach Newark Northgate Station. There's the 100. We have got a double yellow. I'm sure that we're not catching up to the train ahead. I mean, no, okay, it's got no, it's changed now. Across the flat crossing, and then speed back up. I think that was a 105 board there, actually. Yeah, so it just comes down to 100 for the flat crossing. Get a shot through here, quick, speed ahead, just a tiny bit. There he goes. Brilliant. You can really sort of feel the speed on this train. I mean, that was 95 miles an hour, but that felt like it was going at 125. It's really got that feeling of speed. And Grantham is the next station along. Sheep in the field there, chilling out. And just coming down to 115 along this section somewhere. So now we're actually struggling to get above 100, so there must be a bit of a gradient up here. Come on HST, you can do it. Are we holding anything up? Let's quickly be careful, hopefully that'll go green, good. Are we holding anything up? We are not, so I think we did actually pick sort of the perfect time, so there's a train there. But yeah, I think we did sort of pick the perfect time to spawn this in. Which I think it was, well, I spawned in on foot at 11:55, so watched the train off platform 1, and then spawned this one in basically straight after. So we're not holding up anything, and then we're not chasing the other train right up its backside. I think I'll be using free roam a lot more now. If I remember, I'll show you at the end of the video. Once we're at Peterborough, I suppose we'll remove this train and then maybe spawn one in and set a path for it, just so you can see sort of how it works. Because we've not really touched that free roam very much, as I didn't really think I'd be using it. But for things like this, it's perfect. It's really good. So I'm not going to spawn in like an ice 3 or something, like an ice 1 or like a massive American freight train. I'm not going to be doing that. Use it for more realistic purposes. That 115 will begin fairly soon. Fairly soon. So we'll be ready for that. So it's when we start sort of veering around the corner a little bit, because then you sort of veer around the corner and then into the tunnel. That will be coming up fairly soon. I don't know if that's the hill we actually go through in front of us. Could be actually. Still a bit far away. That could be the one. I'll be there in no time though. Yeah, right, there we go. I know the 115 sort of pops out of nowhere. It's like, oh hello, there's the 115. It's not coming up now, is it? Could be actually. It's like we're about to sort of go around a bit of a corner. I'll start popping it down a little bit. This is like the 1 speed limit, where the marker location, I'm still a bit like, whereabouts is it? Always catches me out. But I think it might be coming up now. So we are starting to sort of go around the corner a bit here. Or is it? Maybe not. No, it must be. Where are you, speedboard? Is it and see through the trees? What's that all about? Maybe not. Not just yet. around that corner there. Okay, maybe not. Let's have a zoom out. And then, well, basically from here on out, it's about, what, 20 minutes to, well, it should be. It's been half hour now. So, yeah, ideally it should be about another 20 minutes, and then we'll be at Peterborough. There's the 115. Yeah. I'm not seeing things, it is there. So we're now approaching Grantham, which is at 100 miles an hour through. Well, there's still a little bit of a way. We've got to go through the tunnel first. Should be sort of as we straighten up. There we go. Got 110. Through we go. There we go. Oh, the speedo looks a bit funny. Look at that. It's really sort of lit up. Sort of blurred as well. Well, that's probably because this train is still TOD2. It's one of sort of the old, maybe even it's one of like the really old trains. So I don't think it sort of, it doesn't work great with this sort of route, which is like the, you know, all the updated lighting and stuff. A little bit blurred, look. So I thought it was me, but it's not. That is a little bit blurred. Or is it me? No, it's not. I can see it on that one as well. Weird. It's like it doesn't properly load. You sort of look away from it and look back. No, it's definitely not as clear as what it was. The 100 limit. So let's get. We got to get that fly-by shot. I think for literally every station we've got one, but it's worth it. A fly-by shot is always worth it. So we're sitting here, you know, waiting for our train. Oh look, HST. What a sight, and what a sound as well. Oh my god, did you see that? And it's back up to 115. There we go, next station along is Peterborough. So about, well, 15 minutes or so we should be there. So we haven't been going at full line speed. We have been going at good speed. But it's a good route to do Hudless though. And if you haven't really done Hudless before, where basically you don't have any, you know, it doesn't tell you where the stations are, doesn't tell you the speed on the side. It's just, well, the most realistic, I suppose. Do get the HUD off, because it's a fairly straightforward route to learn Hudless. There's only 5 stations, Doncaster and Peterborough being 2 of them, so you need to learn the 3 in the middle, which are relatively straightforward. And the speed for most of the way is 125. That was a bit blurred, that speed though. Oh, hang on. I think it's sorted. Yeah. No, no. It's still... This is always like that. It might always be like that. So we zoom in, it's a bit sort of blurred. I still don't know the tunnel names. I probably should learn the tunnel names. I think someone did put a comment in before about the tunnel names. But coming up to this one. And I come out the other side of this, and it's 125 all of the way. So the end is near. And into the tunnel, still 115. And 125 begins quite soon. Well, as soon as we get out of the tunnel. There's a little 125, tiny little board as you come out of the tunnel. Hard to see as well. Yeah, it looks alright now, the speedometer. Another zoomer. Making its way northbound. Little 5 coach one. I'm just waiting to see like a little 2 coach Azuma, like the 2 power cars too, but the 2 sort of end 2 cabs sort of just together. Someone modding can probably do that. That'd be an interesting sight. Or even just sort of the front bit on its own. Yeah, right there. Slowly, I think it's all downhill now, so we should be able to get back up to line speed. So are we holding anything up now? We are... We're not. That's good. There was actually a train behind us. I don't know where that's got. Well, there it is there. It's going a bit slow. And that's an Azuma. So maybe it stops at both Newark and probably Grantham as well, maybe. There we go, back up to line speed. We're at 124 and we're now at 125. So we zoom our way south. Nice. A nice chilled out high speed run in the HST. It shouldn't be too far off Peterborough. We're still a bit of a way off Peterborough, but not too far now. Probably what, 12 miles or so? Flashing green there. They're flying along. Oh no, hang on, we're losing speed. Get the power back on. Must be a slight incline here. Well, most of the way is down. Doesn't it feel very reminiscent of Great Western Express, just along here, just the This could be the Hanwell bit as you go across the viaduct there. The main difference would be the power lines, whereas on the Great Western Express you don't. Well, for about 2/3 of it, there aren't any power lines. In that case, oh, we are going a bit quick now. We're going about 127. Let's pop that down a bit. We're getting a bit too eager. Can't be going that quick, train. Shouldn't be. I wonder if actually any HST drivers ever did that. And I can't imagine these trains had a tracker to see sort of how fast. So I suppose nowadays, like if you speed in the IET, it's probably straight to your manager. Like Roy, he was speeding 3 miles an hour over the limit. Oh, there's a completely blank 158. I wonder if any drivers actually went above 125. Especially for bits like this, where it's literally just straight the whole way. And I think flashing green sort of, they did permit speeds of up to 140. I just don't think that ever actually happened. So I wonder if any drivers actually did sort of just keep it in full welly. Yeah, I think that's, yeah, there we go. Flashing green now. Yeah, so this is the slightly bigger part of the East Coast Main Line now, where it's 4 tracks. And it's 4 tracks all of the way down. Well, actually, not actually for that long. It's 4 tracks until you get, I think, south of Peterborough. And then it goes back into 2 tracks for about 10 miles or so, 10, 12 miles. Possibly more than that, then goes back to 4 at Huntingdon, and then stays at 4 until Nebworth, and then back into 2, and then 4 the rest of the way to King's Cross after that. Nice. It's weird seeing a flashing green, really just weird, but some of the signals are like that along here. Well, they shouldn't, I don't know, would have they put the LED lights, so you've got the new LEDs along here, would they have kept the flashing green? Or was it just sort of on the old bulb lights where it would sort of flash on and off? Oh, no, that's a new one there. That one wasn't flashing. Absolutely flying along. Right, not too far now. That's sort of our first indication that Peterborough is approaching, sort of that yard off to the left there. It looks like it's getting a bit foggy as well. Yeah, definitely is getting a bit foggier. It's October afternoon. Doesn't usually get really foggy, does it, in the afternoon? I suppose it's really early afternoon, so it might be a little bit of fog. So there should be the yard sort of on the sort of the downslope will sort of go off a bit to one side. And then we know we are very much getting close to it. Come on, Pete. Peterborough, where are you? There's the slow line going off sort of on its own little tangent there over to the side. Might even start raining maybe. Which would be quite nice to see how actually, I wonder if you would get the new rain effects on the sort of old train windscreen. Yards there on the right, one sort of coming up soon. Although we should get brought down as we're coming into platform 2. It's platform 2. Yeah, not far off. We're in the northern reaches now of Peterborough. Yeah, what an awesome run though, and yeah, sort of my first proper use of free roam, and I can say it's cool. It just allows you to do this. Cases like, let me out. Windows open, go out that. Other bit joining up. So yeah, we are on the approach now to Peterborough, so we'll start getting the brakes on. Should start seeing yellow fairly soon. So fog doesn't really help, but yeah, we should start seeing that fairly soon. Unless for some reason in free roam you wouldn't see that, but you probably should. But still be the massive depot on our left first. Massive yard on the left. There we go, there's a double yellow flashing as well. Yeah, alright, hello. Yeah, in a minute. HST, we're driving this. So in a minute. Right down. There's a freight train there. Yeah, right, yeah. There's an Azuma. The brakes are actually alright on this. They are fairly decent. Yeah, once we get there, we'll stop, and then I wonder what will happen. Will it say like end of free roam service, and then will it despawn the train, or will the train stay there, and then we can set a path for it to go somewhere else? What will happen? I would imagine it'll probably just say, oh no, they probably won't say anything actually. It'll probably just sort of, it'll just do the objective, then it might then say no objective remaining. Much would happen. I doubt. Well, you might get a debriefing screen. I'm not sure. Position 1 junction indicator. Get in there. I think actually is there's I think that was the 55 actually. Is that the 55 in there? Yeah, that's the one which left a few minutes. Oh, that one's off now actually. There's two of them off at the same time. Yes, that was the 55 past from Doncaster, and that joined up somewhere along the way, but I don't think it would have. 30. Look at that, the Azuma not actually much faster than the HST, and there's a 700 set there in platform 1 with a 9 Juliet service. down to Horsham. Which is a really, really long way away. I think that's about 2 hours 50 minutes, that service. So yeah, not a short one. And some drivers go the full way. Well, we'll stop on the all marker at the end. It's quite busy here at Peterborough. You've got a freight train there, and the Zoomer there, probably a 158 on the way as well. Yeah, I'll stop on the yawl. I'd imagine there probably would have been a HST marker here when they did run. Do the there we go. So that to that. There we go. What's it gonna do? Okay, not a lot really. Not a lot. Oh hello. Oh, the off indicator works. That is really nice to see. Is it going to change? Has it changed? It's still on. Why is it still on? Shouldn't still be on. Okay, well let's see. Let's sort of get out the train. Or can we sort of click on there? Remove train. Yes. Oh, okay. We are literally just out of it. Can we remove an AI train? Surely not. You can remove an AI train. That's interesting. Let's spawn a train. Let's put the 700 back in. 700. Let's put it back in. Not the 16 coach one. Spawn. I'm going to be a bit dangerous here, okay? Alright, you go there. 700's now here. So you get in. Do that. Click on it. Set path. I don't know. I want to go there. Does that actually work? Okay, you can't go there, but we could then run it all the way down to here. There we go. And then it will say, yep, go there as indicated. So it's quite cool what you can do. And let's set the signal as well. But that's going to be it, everyone, for today's Train Sim 4 video. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. Links can be found in the usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store. Apart from that, I'll see you all in the next one. See you all. Take care. Bye, guys.